Senator Kennedy's had a long relationship with my family. My earliest memory is he used to come to Tucson, Arizona, and sleep on our floor when he was campaigning for his brother Jack Kennedy. The house was full of kids. I have 5 brothers and sisters. We didn't have any extra rooms, and I think he either was on the couch or on the floor, but I know that from what the stories that my father and mother have told me, he didn't have very good sleeping accommodations. But the important thing was for him was to be in the West and working with the people who were closely involved with Jack Kennedy's campaign. I think that he saw northern New Mexico as a place where he had an attachment to the people, and he loved the people, and they loved him, and it just grew from there. If you look at in the last 40 years at major pieces of legislation that have gone through the Congress, been signed into law by the President, almost all of those have had Ted Kennedy's name on them. Civil rights, health care, education. The list just goes on and on and on. He realized in the Senate when you need 60 votes that you have to work with the other side. And so he always worked with the individual who was on his committee, ranking member, pulled them in many cases it was Senator Hatch, and recently it was Senator Enzi, and he'd say, we've got to get something done here. Tell me what your ideas are. He'd have his staff reach out, and the two would work together with the other committee members to get something done. And we saw him at key points in legislation. When we passed the Children's Health Insurance Bill, he was on the floor, and I remember him going over to Senator Hatch. This is something that they had worked on together. And hugging, and it was his ability to bring people together, to try to show them that this was the time. We might not get everything we want, but we can build on it in the future. And that's the way he approached legislation, and that's why he was such a productive legislator.